Hey, it's Jeremy with Egg Bag Forage Solutions in Astoria, Oregon, and I just wanted to show you guys. I've had some people asking about the MT225S, the brand new small frame compact from LS. LS pushed out some images and stuff before we had them, so had a lot of people asking for details. And we just got one in. We've got an XJ2025 sitting right next to it, just for a comparison. A lot of you are already familiar with that model, so I figured I'd give a good frame of reference. So I'm going to do just a real quick walk around before I get out of here to go look at some tractors. And so this will be kind of rough and quick and dirty, but I just wanted to show you guys real quick some of the improvements that have been made, point out some of the new features on that 225S. So here they are, the MT225S. This is the new small frame compact from LS Tractor, brand new. This is our first one that we've received. And then the tried and true to XJ2025 is on the left side. So you can see pretty similar size. I think that LS was just trying to offer a more premium model in this category. Some minimal differences as far as the nuts and bolts. Pretty similar, both right at 25 horsepower. Loader lift capacity really close. Slight increase on the 3-point lift, but again, I don't think that's a real big. It's a small improvement, but I don't think that's a real big deal for most people at this category. But anyways, the main thing that they did, they really improved the platform. They strengthened the chassis, and they added some creature comforts. So if you're a taller guy like me, you're really gonna like a lot of this. So mechanically speaking, the 225S has a Yanmar engine. The XJ had the Mitsubishi engine. I would call that a push. We've had tremendous luck with the Mitsubishi engines and the Yanmar engine reliability. I mean, I think that speaks for itself. We've never had issue with the Yanmar either. So I think that's kind of a push. But you can tell that the styling of the MT 225S is definitely more in line with what the newer tractors that have been released, and the next one's coming from LS. That, you know, freshening up the front end there. You've got a hood that opens. That gives a lot more access. I'll show you that here in just a minute versus the XJ. Both are going to have the same quick attach standard, which is really nice. You can put some forks on here or whatever, and there's no kit, you know, that you have to buy. Just standard equipment this way. Weight-wise, pretty similar. The 225S is just a bit heavier, but you can see the platform. This is where for a lot of you, this is the difference is going to come into play. I will also add that if you're a mid-mount mower person, I think you're going to be happy. The tractor and the mid-mount mower, as far as I understand, were designed together. We haven't received a mid-mount mower yet, but it should be a much better integration compared to what we had on the XJ. It was kind of limited. So you can see big, nice platform, really nice Grammer seat. It's got a little bit of suspension. It's not a full suspension seat, but a little bit. There's a big one for any of you that have been on the XJ at all. Free-range transmission. Tilt steering. You can see, I'll show you, you got the little silver deal there. That's for the tilt. So we activate the tilt, bam. That's pretty nice too. You'll see, got the tractors kind of sitting here side by side, and I don't know how well you can see that, but the platform on the 225S, which is closest to us, is quite a bit more open and a bit wider than the XJ. Wheelbase, just real rough comparison, looks pretty close. Overall width, again, pretty close. The 225S might be a hair wider, and I would have to check the specs or get a tape measure. I'm sure you guys will do that, but physically they're pretty similar in size. Loader control integrated on the 225S into the platform, and of course the XJ still has the valve mounted control, which there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that was the standard for a long time. Still 2-pedal HST, so that's good. You got, again, nice armrests on the seat. Let's see, it's an actual Grammer seat. A few little creature comforts, like a phone charger there. Cruise control, You can see they've moved the ignition switch off to the side. So any of you XJ guys that have ever broken the key off in your ignition with your knee, that's been fixed because they've relocated that. So you can see there's the XJ, pretty similar. I don't think in terms of capability you're going to notice a huge difference between these two. It's more so just in the additional features, the additional room on the platform, just a little bit of refinement, and the styling. I mean, that doesn't hurt. It's a pretty sharp looking little tractor, really. I'm going to pop the hood on this just so you can see real quick the difference. That's another kind of a nice feature. So here you can see on the 225S, it's not a full open hood, but everything in the front is all open. You can see there's the grill and everything. So you've got easy access to clean your radiator, to the battery. You do have these little side panels, which if you're doing much service work, they'll have to come off, but they're just pinned in at the bottom. Let's see if I can show you here. You got one bolt there and a bolt there. So, I mean, no big deal as far as popping them off really quick. So that's nice. Got the Don's air cleaner in there. This is an electronic throttle. It's not an electronic engine, but it's electronically controlled. So there is a little module for that right there. You can see it's from Yanmar. As far as my understanding is, it's strictly for the throttle control. So it's basically a solenoid. I'm sure it's for emissions reasons that they had to go to that. But got the fuel cooler, another emissions, or excuse me, oil cooler. I don't know if that's emissions related or not, but radiator's right there. You got a removable screen. So I'm going to pop the XJ just so you can see for comparison here real quick. So you can see the difference there. The serviceability on the 225S is going to be a little bit better. It's not terrible on the XJ. I mean, you can still access most of the radiator and you know, your daily maintenance items this way, but it is nice to have that whole grill out of the way like it is on the 225S. Similar deal. When you open the hood, you've got these side panels that have to be removed if you're doing like an oil change or whatever. And again, even on the XJ, it's pretty easy. It's a couple bolts and they come off. Not a big deal. Just give you one more quick little run around here. So again, this is the all-new MT225S. It does have a new loader number, LL2300. It's got, I believe it's a 54-inch bucket. Quick attach, of course. 6-year warranty. It's a nice little tractor.